Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of that humble internet. My name is Ryan, aka the Ryan Man, and we are in for another exciting, you can have that in parentheses if you want, quotations, whatever, exciting episode of Ryan Man's Bizarre Adventures in Katawa Shoujo. We're continuing on with our campaign of wrapping up our current plate of things that would include not only Katawa Shoujo here in front of your eyeballs, but as well as Stubbs the Zombies, which is nearing its completion, so I can go to my goal of revisiting older games that I didn't finish on the channel. It's going to happen, one of which will include that Nosferatu game that I started for a Halloween event. Well, not really event, I just wanted to do a spooky game for the sake of doing a spooky game for Halloween. But, you know, one or two people out there in the world, it's not bad numbers, would like to see that continue. And by clearing my plate, I can more comfortably get back into World War II online shenanigans. It has been too long since I got a good confirmed knife kill in that game, and it's making me twitch. What was my context for going up into this point? Uh-huh. Okay. I'm caught up. Kind of. Even though it's a oh, that's right! It's Tanadabada! Tanadabada. Is it somewhere previous? Tanadabada. Am I at least 4 minutes into the video so I don't get flagged for cursing? The flipping dyslexia thing. Tanadabada. It's like people trying to say cinnamon. Even though it's a holiday, I wake up at the same time as usual, on a day when everyone else is likely sleeping in for another 6 hours. I take my morning regimen of pills for the first time in a few days. Admittedly, I let my medication slip my mind, and this is why people die. Looking at the rows of bottles in front of me, I don't know how I managed to. I've got it. If we double down on our medication, we can go another few days without taking the pills. Is it like if you have diabetes and you miss out on some of your insulin routines, so you just you take syringes in both hands and you double pump both sides, both hips? Can you do that? Are you allowed to do that? I mean, my mother's diabetic, but I never really asked. Actually, I have asked her if you can double pump. She just looks at me funny. I'm realizing now, I'm coming to realize, people don't answer my questions. They look at me with concern on their faces. 17 different medications. I feel full enough to skip breakfast after taking all of them. I'm already up, so I might as well take a walk. The weather looks nice outside, giving off an idyllic atmosphere I'd often dream of. I've always been kind of a romantic notion to me to be able to meander around the countryside, taking in the fresh air. Well, then, it's funny you should use those select choice of words, because there was a pathway for you with Lily in that regard. And to my knowledge, I think we nearly died. That face there looks like an SCP monster. Actually, wait, I think there is an SCP monster that deals with graffiti art. Oh my god, there is. Oh my god, what? I'm getting a text from Brittany, hold on. Funny timing. I'm talking about art, and my artist friend decides to text me. The universe is aligning, but for what, I don't know. Oh, I'll touch her that back in a second. She's recovering from Turkey! The holiday thing, not the country. She didn't just survive a roundabout in the country, Turkey. Oh my god, my mental disorder seemed to be on full blast today. Now that an opportunity to do so is here, I can't resist even though I know it must seem silly. I stop at the main building in order to buy a drink, and then decide to enter it, and maybe hang around on the roof for a little bit. I don't see that not resulting in an encounter with some characters at all. The view might be pretty cool at this time. I'm sure that nobody else will be up there either. My man! Oh my god, I have to take off my glasses for this bit. My man! You are in a Japanese anime. I don't know if he realizes this or not. But people that suffer from the syndrome of being in a Japanese anime are drawn like a moth to the flame to be on the roof of a high school. It is got to be one of the most ridiculous Japanese anime cliches. And I want someone to explain it to me. Someone from Japan land, explain to me what the whole romantic notion of a high school rooftop is. Especially since I believe, if I'm correct, and I'm probably not, most if not all roof access to high school rooftops are usually locked. And I'm pretty sure no one else will be up there either. And I've never been up there myself. I'm about to throw something, because that is a damn lie! Oh my god, that's literally as if I said, I've never played a zombie game in my entire life! The school is quiet today, deserted. My footsteps echoing in the staircase to the roof are unnervingly loud. It shouldn't bother me to how much time I've spent in sign language class in near total silence, or working so much with Suzune lately, but it still does. It makes the smallest noises that I wouldn't have even noticed before seem boomingly loud. It feels like I'm sneaking around someplace I shouldn't be. Because I think you actually shouldn't be in real Japan land. I wonder why I'm getting that vibe. Maybe the school is haunted or something. Don't put that in my head. You are literally opening the floodgates of fan fiction. When I open the door... Oh my god, if we're in high school... Wait, does Japan have prom? I'm thinking of too many random things. Because I had the thought... Let me backtrack a little bit. Talk about ghost haunted high school stuff and whatnot reminded me of the game Monster Prom. Fantastic game, by the way. I love my time playing Monster Prom with the rest of my friends. Fantastic. And the whole notion is that, yeah, it's high school, yada yada yada, and prom. High school and prom, like, seem to go together, like, in terms of cliches, like peanut butter and scrambled eggs. Even though I didn't go to prom in real life. But is prom a thing in other countries? Please, I know, ignorant American here. Ignorant, dumb American. But I'm asking because I want to trust my fellow online goers out there. In whatever knowledge they try to drop on me, alright? I'm sure I could just look it up on Google when I'm done here, and I probably will, but for the sake of multiple sources, I'll ask still. Is it a thing? Does Japan care? Alright, continue. When I open the door to the roof, I see that I'm not alone. Misha leans against the fence, looking over the school grounds, not having noticed me at all. Instantly, I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. I have to put my hands over her eyes and say, guess who? It's the only option. There are so many other options. It's not even funny. Halfway, I started thinking how bad this would look if Shizune suddenly popped in. Why? How? How? Why? How? How and why? Having just left for a second to get some sandwiches and saw me sneaking up on Misha like this, she would probably think it's gotta be the funniest thing ever. And what is she gonna do? Yell out to Misha to warn her? I pray silently that such coincidental misunderstanding doesn't happen. Alright, so, time for you, the viewer, to have the scene painted for you. Alright, so you're playing the part of Misha here, alright? Now close your eyes. This is symbolizing me somehow sneaking up. Actually, not somehow. I've somehow very easily snuck up on many people before. So, you are Misha. Now close your eyes. This is symbolizing me having snuck up behind you and placing both hands on your face, covering your eye holes, okay? Now I think, this is just in your ear. Guess who? Now, it's situations. Now, judge me all you want, but it's situations like this, which is why I would not be against having Claymore Mine strapped to my back in case people tried to do this to me. And in that case, the second my eyes go black, I pull a cord or something, and bam! The person who had snuck up behind me learned their lesson. A very valuable lesson. I might have a few singes. A singe mark here or there. But these are the things I come up with to help, like, deter people from unwantingly touching me. Hey, Shan! No, say you're Kenji. Say you're Kenji right fucking now! She says, without hesitating for a second, without deviating even slightly from our normal tone. My fun was over before it started. Hi, Shan. Good morning. She reflectively tries to move her hands to form a greeting and entangles them in the What? How did you do this? How do you do this to yourself? Good morning. Didn't expect to find you here. What are you doing? Who's texting me now? Oh my god, is this what it's like to be popular? Oh, it's some other guy. This is what it's like to be popular. I've never gotten texts from two separate sources in the span of 5 to 10 minutes. Oh boy, this YouTube thing's panning out. I could ask you the same thing. My life is so fucking sad, I swear to God. It could be worse. I could be Wings of Redemption. What are you doing up so early? I didn't expect to find you here. I asked you first. You're right. You sound just like Shishan. No, if I wanted to sound like Shishan, I wouldn't talk. No, I don't. What the why is there a random hair flying? Oh, go away. Something flew in front of my face. I say in the least convincing manner possible. Luckily, Misha doesn't notice what a bad actor I am. Are you looking forward to tonight? Of course, Shishan. I don't like celebrations, or maybe not as much as Shishan does, but Tana Bada stands always have interesting things to buy in all kinds of seasonal food. And I get to wear a yukata? Since my last recording of this episode, I have not looked up what the hell a yukata is or what it looks like. So I'm going to be surprised. And yes, that is my ignorant side of other people's cultures coming forward. Her choice of words is a little strange. It sounds like she's saying that she doesn't like celebrations, but likes doing everything involved with them. I don't know if it's worth pursuing. It is not. Though, and it could just be that I just misunderstood. What about you, Haitian? I go where the plot takes me. Which... Oh my god, that really sounds like it's a very appropriate thing to say to someone when they ask you how are you doing, or how's life, or something of a similar notion. Saying, oh, how's it going, Ryan? I'm just going where the plot's taking me. It's kind of like saying you're living the dream, but more appropriate for someone who's gone through way too many visual novels at this point in their life, especially visual novels / dating simulators, and oh my god, that's reminding me. I fell victim to Black Friday sales on Steam. And I might have gotten something terrible. I might have picked up, for a very little amount of money, a certain game. I'm not strong enough to talk about it yet. I am, or else I just stay home, wouldn't I? That's the logical step. Ishan, you're not that logical. So, that's really surprising. Okay, though. I was just making sure, because you didn't look like you were having a lot of fun last time. Me and Shishin were a little worried because of that. Hey, I had fun, I guess. I ended up appreciating it more than I expected to. Really, Hishin? What part of it? Tell me! The part where I went home. Well, there were fireworks at the end. They were really nice. I think you slept through them. Aw, I always fall asleep early, but I won't sleep through them this year. I'll definitely stay awake. I don't think they have fireworks during Tanabata. That's a different mood entirely. Maybe you can get Shizune to petition them to have them, though, and to move the fireworks to an earlier time. Or you bring your own, and you don't tell people you brought explosives, and you keep it a surprise. I just unfortunately painted this as a terrorist event. Oh god! Maybe. Oh god! Okay, you know that thing that I did for past seasons? I kind of like portrayed some of the characters as certain things, like Lily is a vampire, Hanako is like an assassin. I think I just accidentally made Misha a member of the IRA. No, don't do that! I wasn't being serious! I think the game is officially now, like our worlds have combined, and now we are actually having this conversation. Although, maybe it would annoy Sheesh. My man here just nearly called Shizune Shishan. I would hand him a boot to literally smack himself upside the head. But I don't know. You make it sound like you would like that, Hishin. Hishin,
Do you like shishin?
Well, we're just jumping into this conversation head first, aren't we? Too bad this pool is only 3 inches deep. I can't say yes or no, and sitting down like I am, I can't even smoothly leave. You don't have to smoothly leave! In situations like this is why I carry something that serves as some form of distraction. Sometimes it's a party popper, sometimes it's a flashbang, sometimes it's literally just a rock. But it doesn't have to be smooth. Honestly, I can't confirm or deny I've done this. I've kept some form of smoke device in my pocket, popped the pin, and just ran. But in my excitement for executing such a tactic, I forgot to pull the thing fully out of the pocket. Or I may not have pulled it out. Can't confirm or deny this has actually happened in some time before in my life. And it's just may or may not have been running down the hall. Smoke. Looking like it's filing out of my ass. But I did leave. It just was not smoothly. Don't be silly. The one I like is you. If we're going down... Okay, I have a limit for 1 dark joke per episode. That's a lie. Sometimes I break that. But if that's the road we're going down... This whole season's canceled permanently. Really, Shin? You're not joking, right? Loading intensifies. You must like Shin. If there was ever a moment for us to pop smoke and jump the roof, it's now, dog. Misha, you jump to conclusions too much.
But you almost called her Shishan, so I'm right. I want you.
I'm stuck in the voice. I want you to explain to me right now how accidentally almost calling someone by a dumb nickname translates to, I want to give her all 16.5 centimeters, my gamer. It's because you call her Shishan all the time, you wingnut. It's stuck in my head. Osmosing language is common, you know. God damn it! Now I want to play Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. This talk of words that kill. Besides, it's one little slip up. And by your logic, you should like her more than me. And... Are you making fun of me or something? This is literally the equivalent of the kid with the dunce cap sitting in the corner of the classroom like, da-da-da, turning around and making fun of Stephen fucking Hawking.
Maybe. I'm hungry. Did you eat breakfast, Hishan?
No, just medicine. You're about to eat this fist. Misha twirls her finger lazily in the air to keep her hands busy as she thinks. Okay.
We should eat something then. Do you think they'll be serving breakfast today?
That's really the kind of thing a member of the student council should know. I can't say that, though. Because I'm on the student council and I don't know. It didn't seem like anyone was working in the kitchen when I entered the building, but I don't know for sure.
Hey, Hishan, have you ever heard about those vending machines that you can get food from? Like burgers, soup, and even pizza? Wouldn't it be great if we had some of those at our school?
Yeah, it would, but we're in Japan land. They literally have a vending machine for everything. They literally have a vending machine for live crab. And penalties, but live crab. I don't know. I always thought those machines were kind of weird.
Imagine how cool it'd be if we had machines like that at our school, He-Shan. It would almost be like magic, wouldn't it? No! No!
No! That's not how magic works!
Hot food coming out of a vending machine? That's so amazing! I could never imagine that. Seeing one of those machines would be like a dream. We don't have machines like that in this whole town, though. It's too early to go into town. I won't be able to eat breakfast, He-Shan. That's the most important meal of the day. Everyone says so. And I want to eat.
Where am I? I'm starting to lose my sleep on this realm. You're really silly. If it bothers you so much, I'll buy you a soda. You don't drink your calories! Misha puffs out her cheeks and puts on her serious face. She has a serious face?
He-Shan, a soda is not breakfast. It's like water.
Speaking of words that kill, I really feel my brain is starting to go, dog. It's... I'm starting to... My hands are shaking. This is the most anime thing I think I've ever gone through in a video game, and I've played Panzer Knights. Oh god, that's a game for the future. Oh god. It's not like water. It's a liquid. Water isn't food. Liquid can be food. I think I'm having a stroke. Oh god. I can't with this conversation. I can't. Now who sounds like Shizune Misha? I want to say it, even her tone reminds me of Shizune's unblinking matter-of-fact way of stating the ridiculous. If I did say that, though, I would be the one who sounds like Shizune again. It's terrible. Her competitiveness is really rubbing off on me. Let's look for something to eat, then.
Ellipses. Okay.
I think that was the closest I was going to have to a nervous breakdown from reading a visual novel. Predictably, our search for food in an empty school building this early in the morning leads only to failure. Misha decides to go off on her own before we both decide to give up for now, vowing to eat breakfast even though by now it's close to time for brunch. I go back to my dorm. The following hours tick by slowly, and I pass the time by catching up on my reading. Some of these books I haven't touched since the light changed. Oh, a lot. Cool. I haven't touched since I was in the hospital. Thinking back on it, it wasn't that long ago. Even though it definitely feels like it was. A free day, and I can't think of anything to do. Sounds like a good day to me, dog. I take a short nap. And as I change for the second time today, I realized that I've never actually confirmed with Shizune or Misha when and where we would meet up. I guess that eventually they would come looking for me, but I would look pretty stupid if it came to that. It's already evening, so I should at least make an effort to find them first. Even though the grounds aren't exactly flooded with people, and it should be impossible for Miss Misha's pink hair, even if they were, I have a lot of difficulty finding them. Finally, I run into them at the front gate, which was the first place I had looked. How convenient. That's a Yakuza! I almost said Yakuza. Actually, come to think of it, based on some of the stories people have told me, I don't think that's far off from the truth. I remember those dresses now. I completely forgotten what they were called. Anyway, new arts! Hello. She attempts to punctuate her normal greeting with a grand little sweep at the end. She added a third fucking drill! I can't. I gotta take a lap. She added a third drill. She added a third fucking drill.